Hello everyone, I'm Elijah D. Welcome back to Music Greatness. This is Hot 100, and for today's lesson we have Pluto Projector by Rex Orange County. It goes just like this. Okay, for this part, I'm going to break down for you the section of the verse. There's no intro, we're directly starting playing in the verse. The song is played in the key of C. And we're starting the chord progression of the verse on a C major chord, only using 3 notes. So, on my left, I'm playing the root, C. Then for my right, I'm playing the 5th, G, and then I'm going to double the root again, up here, playing C. So C major is our first chord. Then I'm going to go up a major third and play E minor 7. So we have E on the left, B and D for the right. Then still keeping that 3 notes pattern, we're going to go up by 1/2 step and play F major 7, F on the left, C and E. After that, I'm going to raise this F by 1/2 step and play G flat instead to play D9 over G flat. So that's G flat. Still playing C and E on the right. Let's continue now. The last chord of the main progression is a G7 chord. G on the left, D and F. And then, ending the first verse, we have this. An F major 9 chord. I'm playing now octave F on my left, A, C, E, and G for the right. So that's the root on my left, the major 3rd, the 5th, the major 7th, and the 9th played on top. Okay, great. Let's recap the chords for that section. C major, E minor 7, F major 7, D9 over G flat, so D9 with G flat on the bass. Then we have G7. Coming at the end of all this, we have F major 9. Alright, now here's the rhythm and playing pattern for the verse. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, I'm going to use that pattern, the pattern I just played, for the main chord progression of the verse. On my left, I'm going to play and replay the note that I have on every beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stay on C for 2 measures. Now for the right hand, I have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So starting it on the first beat, I'm going to play C followed by G. And then I'm going to repeat this pattern. So I'm gonna play G, then C, and replay G again. And then I'm going to repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count now in 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So as you can see, G is always played on the ends. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And C, on the other hand, is always played on the downbeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, now let's combine the two, the left and the right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So remember, the left is played on all the downbeats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Still using the same pattern, you're going to apply it on E minor 7. So that note E, the root on my left, will be played on all the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the two notes on the right hand, we're going to start playing D, then B, and then play this pattern. B, D, B. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So if you have the rhythmic pattern and playing pattern of the C major down, you will be easily able to play the pattern for E minor 7 and also the pattern for F major 7. Basically, that's the same thing. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So here on F major 7, if you noticed, on the third beat of the second measure, I played G flat. So basically, I'm switching from F major 7 to D9 over G flat on the third beat of the second measure. I'm still keeping the same pattern on my right hand. So first, E, C, then C, E, C. On the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the third beat of the second measure, I'm using my second finger to play this G flat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Alright, before breaking down the pattern on G7, let's replay everything from the top. 3, 4. Okay, now we're on to G. And here the pattern is gonna be a little bit different. It goes like this. So on the left, I'm still playing G on every beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But here, when arriving on the third beat of the second measure, so I'm going to play G, third beat, and then I'm going to rest on that note. Third beat of the second measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the right. Pretty much we have the same pattern we had ever since. So I'm going to first play F, then D. Then I'm going to follow that, replaying this pattern. D, F, and D. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, just before playing the second measure of that, I have this D played on the end. And that's when things will be changing a bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I played C, first beat of the second measure, following that F, and then D, then I replayed C, and then played B. And I'm going to land on this B on the third beat of the second measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And remember on the left, we're going to rest on G on the third beat of the second measure. So we're going to land on those two at the same time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's how we're going to end the first part of the verse. Okay, here's the entire thing. And also a quick note on G7, it's better to use the thumb on D and the second finger on F. So quick advice for the fingering. Okay, let's move on now to the second part of the verse. Basically, we're going to start it just like the first one. So we have the same pattern on C major. Same pattern on E7, E minor 7. Same for F major 7. But now, again, we're going to have a different pattern on that G7. Now we're playing this. First off, for the left, I'm going to play this way for the first measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to play this G on beat 1, 2, and 3 and stay on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for the second measure, I'm going to play G on the first beat and also on the third. So from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's for the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the pattern we have for G on the left. Now for the right hand, we're playing this. So, as always, I played first F, then D. Then here I'm going to replay D, F, and then play B up here using my pinky. After that, I'm gonna play F and D again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what we have for the first measure. For the second one, just like the ending of the first G, I'm gonna play C, F, D, C again, and then land on B. Keeping the same rhythmic also, I'm going to land on this B once again on the third beat of the second measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So first measure. Now second. Now let's add the left to this. So remember, first measure for the left, beat 1, 2, and 3, and second measure, beat 1 and beat 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. A little bit slower. And now to end the verse, we have this pattern played on F major 9. So basically, I'm going to play the chord and rest on it. So play the full chord of F major 9. Then I'm gonna replay from that chord F on my left and A on my right. I'm using my thumbs for those notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now in the second measure of that, I have G, E, G again, and then I'm going to go down by 1 octave, almost by 1 octave, and then play A flat followed by F. And and go back to C to start the second verse. Again, here's the entire verse now, the first part and the second part played slow tempo. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second part. And F major 9. Perfect, that's for the verse. Here it is now at full speed. And that's all there is for this part. For the rest of the song, please head over to musicgreatness.com. As always, thank you for watching. If you love the content, leave a like, leave a comment, and also don't forget to subscribe. Until then, see you guys next week for another Hot 100.